Well, hello, my beautiful Libra. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your reading for December 2020. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. I will be running a competition for 2 lucky subscribers to win a personal reading from me. I will let you know all the details right at the end there because some people are here for the messages and some are here for the competition also. I don't like to waste anybody's time. So let's get straight to it, my beautiful Libra. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. Ooh, we straight away have the Fool card. Wonderful energy. Okay, great new start there. As I was meditating on your cards and cleansing earlier, I was about to say it, a whole load of the sage there, the yerba sage, it kind of just fell away. So there's a lot of shedding and then the death card shows up. So very, very exciting energy. We have the Tower also. So there's a big surprise here. I'm just going to get one more because they've asked me to go again. And we got Justice. Okay, Libra, you've turned up in your own reading. So this surprise is everything's going to go your way. There's karma that gets enacted this month on your behalf. Okay, so if anyone has done you wrong, they should expect some sort of retribution, as it were. Although, Libra, I don't feel like you're the sort of person who would ever want that kind of revenge on anybody. For those of you who are interested, I opened with the White Witch Tarot, and now I am using the Good Tarot. Ooh, powerful energy. We have the Hangman. Okay, that is to open. Please excuse my voice. I feel like I've got a little bit of bunged up. I think I had an allergic reaction to something. So we have the Three of Fire there. Okay, beautiful energy. Thank you so much. And oh, they gave me a double card energy. We have the Nine of Earth and we have the Three of Air. Oh, wow. So interesting energy. Looks like you're closing off a cycle. You may feel like it's a little bit disappointing, but in that there is some sort of silver lining, as it were. I'm just going to give you traditional Rider-Waite Tarot to clarify some of these cards. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. That's the way I like to receive the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. Can you please guide my beautiful Libra for December 2020? We have the Page of Cups in the upright, and we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Wow, we're getting the same message here. Looks like you're closing down something. Very powerful energy. This is the protagonist energy for the month of December, Libra. It's a new start. We have the Fool card. Now, this is after a time of maybe feeling like you've lost hope with a situation, feeling a little bit cynical. Now, this could be to do with love or it could be to do with business. We'll go deeper and find out. But when you get the Fool card, this is about taking chances on the new. A wonderful pathway is opening up to you. It requires some sort of risk or a leap of faith for you to actually take action on that. But it is, I feel like you're moving forward with enthusiasm. It's almost like you're closing down cycles before the year is out. It's like 2020 is done and done for you. And as of December, it's almost like you're like, you know what, I'm moving into the new year kind of energy for something a little bit more hopeful. So with this, I feel there's an approach of a spiritual approach of energy that rarely appears around about December. But I'm just getting this energy here where anything is possible for you and you're having faith that things are going to line up in your favor. And as a result, that is actually what is going to happen here. Now, when we got the Fool here, there is a curiosity. Okay, so something, maybe someone was absent or something was absent in your life. I feel like there was some sort of loss. Now, this could be a loss of a job. It could be a loss of a loved one. It could be a loss of, someone that you were romantically interested in some way. I feel like you were unprepared for this. You didn't really see it coming. And this could have been a while ago, but now it feels like you're shifting the energy into something new. And I feel like it's like you're open, you're surrendering to spirit, especially since we have that Hangman card crossing this. It feels like there's a new perspective here. You're seeing things very, very differently. You're gaining a lot of wisdom and you're trying to reach up for your happiness, because you deserve to be happy, Libra. That is an absolute given there, but it requires the death card to do it. Okay, so this is the antagonist position. You may have resisted this for quite some time, and that may have been because you know, you felt cynical, or you'd lost hope in a situation. It feels like your hope was destroyed in some way, and you felt stuck in a rut. There's stagnation here. So this is the energy to turn everything around. And by that, I mean you're closing off cycles. You're making big changes there, and new beginnings are opening up to you because you're closing things down. You're moving on. And I feel like it's a bit of a rebirth, a transformation here. You're letting go of anything that was holding you back. It is painful to let go. It is painful to let go of someone who may have a hold on you, or let go of something, maybe a situation that you feel has some sort of negative hold or is holding you back in some way. It feels like you're just shedding, which is interesting because that's exactly what happened with the Yerba sage when I was cleansing your space for the first off. So it's a powerful energy to be in. You're standing in your power there, Libra, and you're not taking it anymore. You're being guided by spirit. I really feel like you're on a new path of destiny, your prosperity path. So there's a bit of a wake-up call here as well. You've been doing a lot of thinking, and I feel like you're leaving all the baggage behind. It's really just quite freeing, actually. Yeah, it's quite freeing. So they're indicating a slight... there's a slight touch of envy with this card. Now, this could be you, or it could be someone else. We've got Aries on the board. We've got Scorpio. We've got Libra. So this person may have a placement in one of these places. I feel like someone is envious of you and your pathway, and they were maybe holding you back in some way. We will go deeper and find out, but that's the initial energy I'm getting from that card. Now, we have the Tower. A lot of people, they get a little bit nervous when they see the Tower. They think, oh my gosh, not another tower. But what we're getting here with this is basically the Tower means a surprise. Now, that could be a good surprise. It could be a bad surprise, but nobody likes surprises. So there's an energy here of this is unprepared for. And as a result, some people, they shy away from surprise. It's unwanted. They like to know their path. They like to be set in their ways. Now, this Tower, when this comes along, especially in the unified position, is to shake you out of your comfort zone. It's almost like a surprise comes to transform a situation and get, nudge you off a fence if you couldn't make a decision about something, or, you were wondering if you should go after a truth about something, find out the truth, or whether you thought, I'll hang back and I'm not sure if I really want to know that because it could change everything, and right now I'm not sure if I can face that. There's like an energy here of hesitation with this card. Now, when you get this transformation card, in terms of the surprise, things happen that happen really fast, and they appear as if like it's almost like a paradigm shift. Where you were yesterday is certainly not where you are today, and where you're tomorrow is going to be very, very exciting and very different. Now, the appearance of a Tower is there to shake up that energy, to give you almost like an epiphany, or it could be an event that actually serves your higher self and propels you to a higher state of being. It's for your good. So don't, like, a lot of people get scared by this, but actually it offers opportunities for positive transformation in your life in some way. Now, I am going to pull a card on this Tower just to see, because I feel like if you're dealing with legalities, because we got the Justice card there or something, it feels very much like there's going to be a bit of a surprise event that it seems to work in your favor, but at first you may be a little bit nervous, okay? Don't fight this energy, because it's almost like, how can I put that? It's better to embrace this change than it is to fight it, because if you fought it and stayed where you were, there would be a bit of a negative connotation to that. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a card on that Tower card for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Oh, yeah. So there we go. We got the 10 of Wands. So it's going to be a little bit stressful at first. They're indicating you may have a lot of burdens, and actually one of them's, I think, is going to give. It feels like, that Oh gosh, we got the Page of Cups again. So this is someone that either you separated from or you are separating from, something that you may have not expected. Now, there's a little bit of immaturity here, okay? So this may be the surprise that this person depended on you in some way, but they're withdrawing their cup of love. Now, this can be in terms of love. It could be in terms of friendship. It could also be in terms of work, because when you get the Page of Cups, when it's connected to a work situation, it's about doing something you love and following your bliss, and then finances sort of follow from there. But when we get it in the reverse, it suggests that that may have fallen through, or something. We have the Devil card as well. So the surprise is, you know, something that has toxic energy. There is a toxic connotation to this. It's attached to it. Now, this could be an attachment to an outcome, because you know, it doesn't always have to be a person, just to let you know that. The Devil card is a Capricorn energy, so there may be someone involved who has a Capricorn placement. Doesn't mean they're actually a Capricorn, but it feels like there is a lot of, you know, I'm feeling this envy again with this card. It's interesting that it's come up. So I feel like someone may have withdrawn something from you because there is envy here, or jealousy in some way. This person, low vibe, okay? So I feel like you may finally see that person for who they truly are and where they were trying to hold you back. Now, this could be, as I said, it could be a boss. It could be someone who is really immature at work. It could be a lover, some sort of loss, and immaturity. They're acting in low vibe, and that doesn't help you. Oh, but look, we got the same message again, okay? We got the Three of Swords. It's in the reverse. So this person will apologize, okay? For it feels like, you know, when you get a shock, it feels like people acting on their impulses and their instincts. You know, when someone wounds you a little bit, sometimes in the heat of the moment, you wound them back a lot, okay? And sometimes you're like, oh, damn it, I did not mean to say that. But actually, it's too late, it's out there. So I feel like this person, they're acting immature and low vibe. They will apologize, because I feel that this person, deep down, they kind of are regretting their behavior. Okay, now also there's an indication here that you may have gone through, when you get this card in reverse, there may be some sort of recovering from a physical injury. So there may have been something, and by that I mean, you know, you may have had a procedure or something, some sort of surgery, because when you get it in the upright, it's about surgery as well as, and they're just showing me some sewing. They're showing me like a needle and thread, and it looks like maybe you had stitches for something. If that's you, there's something in this message for you. But it looks like this surprise, it's going to like kind of like close a cycle, complete a lesson, as it were, and you're going to move on from it. So it's very temporary. It's sort of like that short, sharp shock, and then you move on. Okay, I feel like two people kind of butting heads, boom, it sort of explodes, and then it's kind of like done, and then it's all back to how it should be, okay? But the world is about closing cycles there, okay? So yeah, I feel like you're ending this situation, and it may shock you. You may find the power to do what you've tried to do quite a long time, and actually you've been too nervous to do it, and then all of a sudden there's an impulse where it's like, I'm leaving this job, bye, I'm not coming back, not come back tomorrow, I'm leaving right now. It could be that, you know, it's really sort of short, sharp shock. Now we have the Justice card here. So this is a Libran energy. This is about balance and harmony, and also it's about justice, exactly what it is. It's a cause and effect. So what I'm getting here is there is a win-win solution for you. I feel like it turns out in your favor, because this is the unified position, okay? But also the truth will be revealed here. So if someone was acting in low vibe, verbally abusive to you, there's going to be a conversation where they come and apologize, give you the truth of a situation. But also if you're dealing with legalities, you know, I feel like it's going to go in your favor in some way if you're dealing with contracts, or, you know, you may be having this new start and changing your life around completely, where you're like, I'm done and done where I am. I'm moving. I've made a short, you know, like that short, sharp shock decision that I'm going to move. I'm going to move abroad. I'm going to, you know, emigrate there. I'm going to do everything that's new, because we've got a wonderful new start here. You're closing down cycles. It may come as a shock to a lot of people, but Libra, you're just acting in your own best interests, which is the best energy of all. Now, when we get this Justice card as well, it's about karma. So you're getting what you truly deserve in the situation. So if you've struggled for a long time or felt really fed up in life, lost a bit of hope with some situations, it feels like everything's returning to normal. There's a balance again. Karma has been activated and you're getting the lifestyle that you deserve, that you've worked hard for, but also, you know, if someone's done you any wrong, you'll hear that they have had a bit of a blow from karma. I don't feel like you're acting it out in any way, shape or form. It's sort of a surrender and a release to the universe to let bygones be bygones. And it's almost this energy that you're saying to the universe, well, you deal with this however you see fit, because I surrender to your will. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from this, okay? So you'll start to see things like lucky breaks or things going your way in your favor, because you're acting in high vibe, you're acting in truth, and you're allowing the changes to unfold naturally. I feel like you're very organic at the moment, Libra. And we have the Hangman energy, which is Pisces energy. So this Hangman is about wisdom. You'll learn a lot in this situation. The wisdom here is to have no attachments, to move forward in life, I don't want to say taking risks, but I mean taking chances. You know, you've got a fresh hope here for something exciting and new, an injection of energy, as it were. And I feel like that propels you towards your happiness. As you can see, the Hangman, they make self-sacrifices. They put themselves on the tree of life to put themselves in another person's shoes so they can get a different perspective. And I feel like that's what you've done, Libra, as much as you can. And it's in order to have self-preservation and also to reach up for your happiness. That big golden sun there is what's on the board here. And that means, you know, getting that new wisdom in order to have a successful outcome and happiness. So there's a beautiful new start here. Now, it is the Hangman, so you may have been thinking a lot about this and not really taken action because it was difficult. I feel like there's a timeline here where it's kind of like, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? It feels like it took a lot for you to close down this cycle. It did a lot. There was a lot of thinking there. I'm getting like a Hamlet kind of syndrome where you just don't want to miss the boat. And I feel like you don't because we got that 3 of fire there. Very powerful energy. 3 of fire is about opportunities, you know, moving towards your destiny and achievement. So in terms of your passions, because you've closed down a cycle, you're on the way. You're on the right path there. And nobody is holding Libra back here. The 3 of fire, one of my favorite cards, because it indicates expansion, creativity. You're on the right path towards success. So whatever it is you're trying to achieve, abundance of opportunities will start to appear in your life because you made some bold decisions, which was, you know, letting go of anything that was holding you back, taking the risk to start anew with no attachments. It's almost like you've said to Spirit, okay, I'm here right now in my journey. I want to be here. I'll leave it up to you how I get there. I'm going to work my hardest, but you show me the path. So I feel as a result, Spirit says, okay, hop on in. We'll co-create with you and we'll guide you towards your destiny. So there is a wonderful energy here of making really good choices, being harmonious, and your relationships are also in line with your heart's desire. So it looks like, can you see she's actually in a shell, this figure, and it's almost like a boat in the air, and there's like a little you know, a gauge there, compass as to where she's going. So she knows where she's going. This is being the master of your own destiny, being guided by the sun, happiness. So there is a very fortunate outcome. Also, wands are about fire. They're about passion. Whatever it is you're trying to achieve, it looks like you're on your way because you didn't let anybody or anything hold you back, okay? I see you being very self-sufficient because we have this 9 of Pentacles. Now, this is a solo card, Libra. So if you just left a job or you just left a relationship, I feel like you're leaving something behind to be really sort of going solo and being self-sufficient. The 9 of Pentacles is about enjoying your solitary sort of space, you know, living a life of luxury, getting your financial gain going on there. This 9 of Earth is a very beautiful card because it's about how can I put that? You've got very solid financial foundations, and you can rely on yourself and also spirit. It's like everything you need is at your disposal, and the material world is secure for you, and you're being diligent and sort of focused on completing a goal. So I feel like you're sticking to your idea of what it is that you want to achieve here, and because of it, there's a lot of solid growth around you. It's a very, very exciting time when you get that 9 of Earth there. The 9 of coins is, you know, you're financially comfortable, you're independent, you're not needing any situation or anybody. There's no attachments. That's the energy I'm getting. It's like, Libra, you're doing fine by yourself. Of course, you know, you want love, you want a job or a career path that suits you, and that is what I feel. By letting go, you actually attract it to you. So I feel like you're not holding on to anything, because we've got that 3 of air there. Now when we get the 3 of air, this is a beautiful card. There's silver linings in departures. That's the energy. It's like whatever you were rejected from, it's God's protection, but also it's God's redirection. Okay, so it's a very exciting energy. Sometimes we get a little bit of disappointment, because the 3 of air often connects to the 3 of swords, and people kind of go, wow, 3 of swords, it's very very heartbreaking, you know, loss. But sometimes we can let go and let love, you know, we can actually just walk away in love and light and go, okay, that wasn't meant for me. Now I'm open to what is for me, because it allows a new door to open as the other one closes. So there is definitely a silver lining with this card. Even if you look up this card in the Good Tarot, it means about silver lining in departures. So it is very sort of you're being guided at the moment to the right path. There may be a temporary discomfort, as I said there with that Tower card. It may feel a little bit stressful at first, but then you'll actually continue to walk forward and see it was actually for your highest good. There's a beautiful opportunity that is actually coming your way, which is very, very exciting. Okay, you won't have to wait for long. I just have to put that out there. Now there's the 2 of Wands here. So that is the waiting card. It is waiting for results. Now there may be a choice here of 2 paths to take for this new kind of start for you. But the world is your oyster. They are indicating the world there for me. And they're highlighting, they just said the name Roseanne to me. I think they said Roseanne, because now they're singing the Sting song, which is, oh my gosh, is it Roxanne? No, Roxanne, yeah. Okay, Roseanne or Roxanne. Normally I'm so bang on with what they're giving me, but this one's a little bit cloudy. They said it really fast, and then they didn't repeat it, and now I'm just getting the song by Sting. So if your name is Roxanne or Roseanne, then there's something in this message for you. It may even be a place, a name place or something, so please take it as it resonates. But yeah, the world is your oyster, and there's a lot of peace here. They're indicating all these flowers, all this growth. There's beauty in the waiting period, because it gives you an opportunity to learn, okay, to gather wisdom. Be curious about this time and see what comes your way, because I feel like there's a wonderful, exciting opportunity coming, not just in terms of a job or in terms of an actual opportunity, but it'll put you in the pathway of people that are more in line with your soul tribe. Now we have that 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. As I said earlier, if, okay, they just said dog and bone. Dog and bone? Okay, maybe that's the name of a place, like one of those like oldie English pubs. Dog and bone. If dog and bone resonates for you, perhaps you're playing with your dog right now and you've given him a squeaky toy that's a bone, or even an actual bone. If that's you, there's something in this message for you. Dog and bone. I'm not sure what that energy would be. Maybe it's a playful kind of spirit, playful energy, dog and bone. Anyway, well, if they give me anything else, I'll let you know. But we have here, in this card in the reverse, if there's any way I want this card in my spread, it's in this position, which is there is a new job or a new opportunity that lands in your lap. It's not by accident. It's not, there's no coincidences. This was meant for you, Libra. So if you've been waiting for an opportunity after some period of loss or sorrow there, or even being fed up in life, that things were not sort of not exciting you, because I feel like you're comfortable with the way things go day to day, but I feel like there's something a little bit more that you're hoping for, and here it is with this. So it's either a job opportunity, but I feel like it's a recovery of some sort. So also, if you did have a procedure, because they're showing me that sewing thing again, maybe you're actually you do mending or something with needle and thread there. Maybe you're doing that as you're listening to this reading. If that's you, there's something in this message for you. But I feel very much like it's a recovery after some sort of procedure or something. So if that's you, a wonderful, hopeful card to have in the spread, which is, good healing and that sort of thing. So I feel here with this, there's hope returning. You're starting to see, oh, that's why that person left me. Oh, that's why I found out that other person was being negative towards me or envious of me. I was to let go, because if I didn't let go, it would be more painful to keep in the same position. So then you'll start to see your world open up in a very different way. You're going to start to see some sort of synchronicities as well, that once something leaves your life, very much quite soon after, actually, you'll be surprised, because it's all happening in December. I'm getting an energy here of by the first week of December, you may have let go of something that took a long time to think about, and I'm feeling the end of the second into the third week, I feel like there's an opportunity that presents itself towards you that you just didn't see coming. It's very exciting there. Okay, also there's, just to let you know, this is an abandonment card. So you may have walked away from something into something new, or you may have felt like you were abandoned in a situation, and you may have been worried about financial loss or something, or even ill health, because this is also an ill health card. But in the reverse position, it's positive. So health is good, everything's going well. Okay, so just know that everything's turning around in your favor, because you had the courage to go after what you truly deserve. Okay, so for example, someone may have offered you a job opportunity, but they were offering you low pay because they thought they could. And then you stood in your power and you're like, nah, sorry, I'm not going to take that. I deserve better than that. They may come back towards you and give their apologies and say, you're totally right. Actually, we've reviewed the pay. We'd like to offer you this instead. How about it? And then you might go, oh, okay, we can talk now. So anyway, there may be some sort of negotiation there. But we have the Page of Cups. So by letting go, along comes something new to love. Whether this is in terms of your career, I'm going to pull some cards to find out here, but it looks like there is a new opportunity here. Now, this could be a new opportunity in love. When you get the Page of Cups, it is often, this is Pisces energy, this is often an indicator that someone comes towards you and reveals their feelings for you, but also there is often an apology attached to a Page of Cups. So if it is in terms of, a workspace, your career path, where someone may have done something that really shocked you, they're coming back to sort of apologize and offer to make it right. Okay, I get an energy of volunteering to help with this card. Okay, also this is a studious energy that I'm getting from this, which is about you learning, Libra, learning to stand in your power, learning to do what you love and follow your heart when it comes to opportunities in life, but it comes from a separation. We got that Two of Cups there. It's in the reverse. So this is, you're walking away from one thing in order to walk straight into something new. So you may have had a breakup or a separation from somebody that you thought was going to be for the long haul, and it came as quite a surprise, but you're going to get justice for this situation. Okay, and the universe serves you justice by I feel like bringing you a new opportunity that was more right for you. Okay, and I'm not saying that you're going to break up with someone tomorrow and then walk straight into a new relationship. That would be rebound. That's not healthy. So I'm just getting an energy that Spirit is saying there's silver linings in walking away. Okay, now I'm also not saying that your partner is going to just, you and your partner are going to separate tomorrow. This is an energy where I feel like you've already started the new, because this is how December is working out, the overall energy. But it could be in terms of your parting ways with a company, or a situation that was just holding you back, made you feel unhappy, feeling stuck. But as a result, something wonderful and exciting kind of takes its place, which is a beautiful energy. Now I'm just going to get a little bit of oh no, they said no. I'm going to get a clarifier for that. I'm just going to pull a card on that energy. We have Temperance in the reverse, so it puts you out of balance. It's a disruptive energy. You may feel a little bit out of control. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. But it brings in the 10 of coins. So it's the same message. It's kind of like something that makes you feel this is disruptive kind of energy, with that Temperance in the reverse, that Sagittarian energy, feeling out of control, feeling chaos, something you were not expecting, out of balance, Libra. I mean, for your sign especially, being out of balance is like, it's like a big no-no. Everything needs to be in its place and its order. And I mean not in an anal kind of way. What I mean is kind of like, you like what you know, okay? You create a wonderful world of beauty around you, okay? So when something is slightly off, you notice it, okay? Not in a, as I said, an obsessive kind of way. It's just, it's about balance and peace, okay? And you just pick up on energy and vibes. And I feel like whatever this situation is, they are, oh, they're just saying tourmaline to me. Now, tourmaline is a stone that is, for those of you that don't know, it protects against negative energies. Tourmaline, okay? I don't often get stones being brought into the reading, but they're saying tourmaline for a reason. Maybe you're holding your tourmaline as you listen to this reading, or you were thinking about buying it. I would buy it. I don't sell anything. That's not me. I'm not, I don't have anything to sell here. So maybe purchase something online from someone, or, you know, one of those wonderful stores. If you can, only because of who I am, if you can, you know, don't go to one of those big, you know, sort of stores that are run by big companies. Try and, you know, get something that is run by someone who puts their heart and soul into their business, that sort of thing, if you want to buy a tourmaline. But anyway, they're just giving me that for a reason. So if that's you and you feel like you've been mulling over whether to buy tourmaline, I would, just because they brought it up, and I'm feeling that envious energy towards you in some way. You don't want anyone to put their, you know, negative thoughts on you. So, but just to let you know, this disruptive energy brings in and makes way for the 10 of Pentacles, which is big news. This is, you know, a lot of financial security coming your way, a lot of money coming on in. It's almost like a lump sum kind of money when you get this. That 10 of Pentacles, it's, you maybe, you know, you may be leaving something in order to set up some sort of family business that is going to be very lucrative. You could be, you know, finding alternative ways of earning finances, or investing your attention, your energy, your love, that is actually more lucrative than what you've been doing already. But this is, you know, is financially an amount of money that's going to come in that will set you up for, you know, leaving a legacy, as it were, you know, pension, that sort of thing. It feels very much like it's very solid. And so it's almost like, don't fight the disruption, just go with the flow, because it seems to want to guide you towards an even better opportunity. Okay, now I'm just going to go to the Light Seers Tarot to get a little bit more clarity. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Libra? What do they need to know? We have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Queen of Swords. So it's again, you know, this unbalanced energy. Maybe someone was selfish towards you. You were putting a lot of your time, your energy, it was invested in another person or another situation, but it did not give back. It was not, you know, in reciprocity. It was not balanced, no giving and receiving here. It was one-sided. So as a result, whatever the situation is, you took the power back, Libra. You've showed up again in your own reading with Libran energy, self-sufficient, the Queen of Swords. Now, male or female, this is not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy. You recognize there's no point in investing your love or attention where you are if it's not going to give back. So whether that's a workspace, whether it's a person, whether it's a member of Soul Tribe, you know, a frenemy, whatever it is, as you can see, the Queen of Swords, she means business. She is taking emotion out of the situation and thinking about things logically, but she's also being very shrewd with her energy and her love. As you can see, the cup of love there is put away in a little pocket as she goes in search of something that is more worth investing in. Okay, the quest is on there. She's got her sword of truth there. She's not taking any prisoners. She's going solo, very self-sufficient, as I said, leading with total honesty, balance, and harmony. And she recognizes it's better to take that cup of love and invest it somewhere where it will grow, where there is a reciprocal energy with it. So very exciting energy. It feels like there is a wonderful adventure ahead for you in December. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Libra, December 2020? What do they need to know? We have the Sun card, beautiful energy. And we have the High Priestess in the reverse. That's interesting. I'm going to go again because they've asked me to. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. So same message. Someone is going to apologize. We have the Hermit in the upright. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Libra? What do they need to know? December 2020. Can you please guide them for their greatest good? We have the Nine of Swords and we have the Temperance in the reverse. So they're showing me how difficult it is to walk away from this situation, Libra. So I'm sending you a whole lot of love, light, respect, and just the biggest internet hug I could ever give you. So I know how difficult it is to walk away from something that you truly invested in. You put your love, your heart, your soul into everything. So whatever it is that you feel like you have to almost cut ties with yourself because it just, there's no other way. I'm really feeling it, okay? And the universe, I feel like that's why the universe is going to bestow a gift upon you of some sort of opportunity pretty much straight away because you deserve it, because this was difficult, okay? So, but they're indicating here the Sun card. So you're going to have a happy outcome. There's going to be a wonderful, abundant kind of energy that comes towards you. It feels very joyous. It's going to really shock you and surprise you that it all turns out well in the end. There's a balanced kind of energy here. I feel there's a lot of freedom, but there's a freedom in knowledge because they're really highlighting all these pearls of wisdom dropping down from the sun. So there's just to let you know that everything will come to fruition. Everything is going to almost come out in the wash. And relationships will flourish again. You know, there will be, all illusions will shed away. It's a time for abundance. Okay, and it's a time for you to receive what you truly deserve. All the universe asks for in return is gratitude. So that is the reciprocal energy with you and the universe and the contract you have with it. So they're just saying a sentence: bees make honey. Bees make honey. So I mean, I know bees make honey. Well, I think they do. But okay, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. So what they're indicating here is you're a hard worker, Libra. And whatever you turn your hand to or your heart to, it's almost like gold. It's almost like nectar. It will turn out really healthy and sweet. That's the energy, okay? So the bees make honey means, you know, you're just going to, as long as you continue to be in service with who you are and follow your heart and follow your true purpose. You know, bees, their purpose is to look after the queen. And obviously I'm not saying you have to look after the queen. Don't be running off to England there and looking after the queen. What I'm indicating is, you know, if you just continue to work on you and be doing you, you know, the sweetest outcome is here for you. That's the energy I'm getting with that sentence that they're giving me. But there is an apology. So this Three of Swords, look how painful. I'm just going to show you in the upright. I see you, Libra. I see the pain. I see it. It's hard. It's so difficult. And Spirit wants you to know that you're not alone here. You're not alone in this energy. But they want you to recognize that there is a silver lining here, that you'll see it when you come through it, but we often, when we're in the storm, we cannot see it. So they want you to know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is an apology from someone who may have to give it. I don't feel like they have to give it. I feel like they will come to give it because they recognize, as I said, that energy at the beginning. They acted out in a very low vibe kind of way, and I feel like they know that they owe you an apology. So you're getting that. But there's also recovery here. So again, the physical healing thing, there is recovery after some pain. I'm going to pull a card on it. It's crossed there by the Hermit. So you may have taken some time out after this pain in order to, well, A, convalesce if you've had some sort of procedure, but B, to really work out where you're going. You know, this is going within for clarity, a personal quest for truth. You're getting illumination and you're embracing spirituality. You know, the thing that you're holding a candle for, you know, there is ascension here. There is learning, there is growth. It doesn't mean that you have to let it go forever, but I feel like you've had to walk away from something, leave it behind, leave that fire burning behind, which is very difficult, in order to really concentrate on self-preservation and looking after your best interests. Because Libra, you give so much. You give your wonderful heart. You're so nurturing and healing and supportive, and you know, you're always outpouring that beautiful heart of yours, and you know, making sure your soul tribe are all well. It's time for you to just reel it back a little bit and give some of that to yourself. Okay, so that's what I feel with that energy. Now I'm just going to pull a quick card with that Three of Swords crossed by the Hermit card. Can you please clarify the energy behind that? Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Four of Swords. So it's about rest. Okay, burnout. Be ready to act, and be ready to act in the way that you want, what is, you know, for the purposes of your sort of energy and your goals, that sort of thing. But take some time out. This situation was painful. You know, this is about restlessness, anxiety, burnt out because of all that sort of overthinking about this situation, and the pain as well. Okay, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They've also indicated, they want me to indicate that bird there in this card for you, because they want to highlight you're not alone. You may feel like you've been left alone in this situation, Libra, but you're not. You're being guided to something better for your wonderful self, just so you're aware. They're highlighting this Nine of Swords. A lot of anxiety, so you may not have been able to sleep with this situation. It may have kept you, you know, feeling really down, anxious about the future, and put you completely out of balance there. We got that Temperance in the reverse, that Sagittarian energy again. So you may feel a little bit out of control with this disruptive energy. Now they've asked me to give this the last, which is bizarre, and I will be pulling another card on this one here. The High Priestess in the reverse. You've been blocked from this for a reason. Your intuition is normally on point to a T. So there's something here Spirit has blocked you from. It's almost like they wanted you to have a new start, like ripping off a band-aid. You know, they thought that you were kind of like overthinking things. So that's why I feel like you've been blocked in this situation, or this situation or this person made you feel very clouded. And as a result, it was a bit of a... Yeah, it's just a bit of like, whoa, I did not see that coming kind of energy. But it's all for your favor. You know, the Ten of Pentacles there, the Sun card, justice. You're getting what you truly deserve because you were in a space of accepting perhaps less than your worth, Libra. And the spirit and the universe does not want that energy for you, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. We have the Death card. So yeah, you are meant to end the cycle. That is the new beginning. You were meant to make this big change and move on, because it was just too painful to be stuck in the same position. You know, whether you'd lost hope or whether you'd just felt really stuck and didn't see a way out, the universe is almost giving you like a hand of fate, a wheel of fortune moment where you're turning everything around. We have the Page of Coins and we have the Eight of Swords. So again, same message. A wonderful new opportunity. Pages bring news. Okay, this is Capricorn energy. So it's interesting because, you know, we had that Capricorn energy in the Devil card, and we're getting, it's almost like the yin and yang of it. We're getting the balanced situation. We're getting the good side of the Capricorn energy, and we're getting the bad side. So it feels like whatever you felt was holding you back, that was the reason you had to make a big change, let it go, let it flow, and then the Page of Pentacles comes on in, and it offers a new opportunity. Now, when you get this in terms of a job situation, it's a new job, a raise, money that you were not expecting, but you totally deserve, or some sort of investment that makes you quite excited, makes you feel free. Also, in terms of love, it's about meeting, you know, someone new, or hearing of someone new who really wants to invest in a future with you, and actually it leads to a lot of growth. I feel there's so much growth here, especially paired with this Eight of Swords in the reverse. This is about releasing yourself from any anxiety. Okay, anything that you've, any negative thinking that you've put on yourself because of the situation, imprisoned your mind with anxiousness, that sort of thing, you're releasing all that. When we get that it's Eight of Swords in the reverse, it's an escape, it's a liberation, it's a freedom. And as a result, it brings new hope. So I feel like there's an exciting opportunity on the other side. So I'm just getting that energy, okay? I'm going to pull a quick card from here for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Libra? Any final messages before we close? We have the Devil. And we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. I mean, you cannot write this, Libra. It's the exact same message. Because of the Devil, I was just mentioning it there, anything that was holding you back, you're illuminating that. Any either toxic situation, or someone is envious of you or is holding you back in some way, any addictions that were unhealthy, releasing those. Ten of Swords in reverse, to have a new start, to recover, to move on. Maybe an honest conversation comes your way about this situation that will actually bring a solution, because you have that Justice card. So this was meant to be. It's basically, it is silver linings in letting go and moving on. Natural departures that are often tinged with sadness, but when you look back in years to come, you go, oh, I see, that was meant to happen. That was meant because I was then meant to go on to do this. Okay, so it's that kind of energy, Libra. They've asked me to leave it there, so I will. I'm just going to get you a Wisdom of the Oracle card before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Libra? Ooh, 2. Cheeky. We have Mending. Oh, wow. Interesting, because they kept showing me that that needle and thread. So there is still that energy that Spirit's giving me here. It's number 52. When you reduce it, 5 plus 2 is 7. So that's about action, change, okay? Making a journey, whether it's a spiritual one or a physical one. Perhaps, closing off a cycle to move, whether you're emigrating or taking a new job, moving home, moving state. I feel like there is an opportunity to mend something and heal something, close down a cycle, either a lesson or, because look at those children there. They look quite free in the mending. We'll read from the book because I wouldn't want to tell you anything wrong. And we also have Building Blocks, but it's in the reverse. Okay, I'm just going to show you in the upright. So it's number 28. Yeah, 28. So 2 plus 8 is 10. So that's about endings and new beginnings. So that is the action that needs to be taken. There was a building block that may not have been stable. It may have been one-sided, because we got the building blocks there. It's in reverse. There was not a balanced start to this situation, some sort of toxic kind of imbalance there. And because of it, you have to have this new start. So we're going to read from the book to indicate what's going on there. I wouldn't want to tell you anything wrong. And I'm just going to give you a Nature's Whispers before we close that and before I read it. Oh, you got, is that 2 as well for that? Oh, wow. You got Adventure. Interesting. Okay, because that's what's happening. That's the first energy. The Fool card is about adventure and new starts. So look at that. This wonderful feminine figure here. She's looking down on the earth. Where next? Where to next? And it's number 30. When you reduce it, it's number 3. 3 plus 0 is 3. So that is the Empress, believing in your worth, knowing that you're worth better, standing in your power and calling in abundance that you truly deserve. Okay? We also have trust your own understanding. So your intuition is on point. Don't doubt it. But trust your own understanding. It's number 32 when you reduce it. 3 plus 2 is 5, which is the number of obstacles to overcome. So trust your instincts on this. If you thought all of a sudden you need to leave a place or a person because you're feeling stuck or suffocated with the energy, then you know that you're on point. There's a lot of butterflies here, okay? They're showing me a great owl. So owls are about wisdom, but also seeing the situation in 360. Yeah, it's about wisdom and knowledge. So maybe you're looking at, because the owl that they're showing me, it looks like either you're looking at a picture of an owl or a photo or something, or you just were looking at something that was visual to do with an owl. Not an actual owl, but a visual representation of it. Okay. Also, there's a lot of butterflies here. So in that there is transformation. And finally, we got, oh, you are worth it, Libra. Oh my gosh, it's like an advert because you're worth it. Totally. That's what it's all about. This new start is because you're worth it. Now we just got a little bit of energy joining with the candle blowing there. We don't have any windows open. So it is number 23. Again, so when you reduce it, it's 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. So you got 32 and then 23. So the numbers are just reversing themselves. And you are worth this. You're worth better. As you can see, that ship is on the horizon, waiting for something better to come along. It won't be long, Libra. It won't be long, I promise you. As you can see, there's an empty sort of old boat there that's shed on the shore. Something bigger and better is coming there on the horizon. Trust in that. Now I'm just going to read from the book, as I wouldn't want to tell you anything wrong. Number 52, mending. I love it when Spirit gives me exact images to indicate we're getting the right energy for the read. 52, forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Okay, so I'll give you the prosperity message, which is, everyone makes mistakes, especially when you want something very badly. You may come to realize that in chasing after a pretty shiny thing, you lost sight of the long-term, sustainable prosperity. Sometimes you make choices that look good at first, but ultimately lead to loss or failure. It's time to give yourself and others it's time to forgive yourself and others. Don't blame it on anyone else. You get to start again, wiser and more mature. The journey to true abundance can be bumpy. Make amends to anyone you may have hurt along the way, especially yourself. Forgive those who may have taken advantage of you. Let go of that and learn from this. You are now that much closer to achieving the kind of prosperity that really fulfills you. Nothing is ever lost or wasted when you view it from this perspective. Ooh, powerful energy. So it is about letting go to let something else bigger and better come on in there, and knowing that there really is no loss, only a redirection or a replacement. And I'm talking about attachments, that sort of thing. 28, building blocks. Now you get the protection message because that turned up in the reverse. And it says, now's the time to address the cracks in the foundations of your life. Perhaps your values have changed, and it's time to strengthen your convictions and let go of the things that no longer serve the vision you have of your life. Or perhaps you choose to ignore the signs that a situation or agreement you have entered into is not right for you. Remove the rotten pieces and reinforce your core moral strength and integrity. Now is the time for rigorous honesty, for you're called to renovate and upgrade your consciousness. You will be so happy when you do. Spirit has a spectacular blueprint for your life, far beyond your imagination. Don't be afraid to replace what's not solid. Wow. I mean, if there was ever a reading that was like boom, boom, same message, same message, same message, I mean, it's this one, Libra. Okay. So very, very important message there. I'm just going to give you a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guide, Guardian Angel. Can you please guide my beautiful Libra? What do they need to know? Oh, we have the star. So the stars are aligning for something better to come on in towards you, but also stars are about healing. They are actually about mending. So there's a lot of hope here, inner clarity, bring miracles into the physical plane. Have faith, all will be well. They want this on the Justice card, interesting enough. What you truly deserve is making its way for you, and it's about being in the spotlight. Okay, there's some sort of victory or award, some sort of recognition coming towards you that is connected to good news. You're being spotlighted by the universe for that. And we have the Eiffel Tower, or we have a tower. They just corrected me and went, no, a tower. So we do have a tower. It all starts with a tower, but I'm going to say it's an Eiffel Tower, but they just said no. They keep saying no. Okay, so just in case, but Spirit's always on right. I shouldn't really, I won't. Anyway, we have a tower. So this may be a tower that's near you, but I feel like it's a tower moment that actually starts all of this off. Now, I really sneakily want to say Eiffel Tower and sort of maybe you're connected in some way to France, but it doesn't have to be. It's just a tower. They're just saying it's just a tower. Call it a tower. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is a tower moment that starts everything. The tower, remember, isn't always negative. It's a short, sharp shock, a surprise from the universe that brings something that you were not expecting, but is always for your highest good. So remember, don't fight it. Also, this is about ascension, because they're showing me inside a tower. They're showing me all the steps going up and up and up and up. So you're climbing, you're going up in terms of spirituality, but also you're reaching your goals a lot quicker this way. So get ready. Okay, they want it on the tower, so I'm going to put it there. But very positive reading, a lot of success on the other side of this. Just be mindful, Libra, that things are happening for a reason, and that reason is because you're worth it. You're worth better. Okay, Libra? So we will leave it there. I hope something resonated in this reading for you. If it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell. Apparently that's important. It lets you know when I update my next message, and lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Also, if you want to be in with a chance to win a personal reading from me, I'll be choosing 2 lucky subscribers. All you have to do is pay it forward. I would love it, and I'm sure, Libra, because you have such a beautiful, open, nurturing heart, that you do this all the time. But if you could like reach out to somebody who you really care about, that maybe you haven't spoken to for a while, and just say hi, you know, how you doing, how you coping, you know, ask those questions that we don't really always ask sometimes. How are you coping? Are you happy? Are you well? You know, ask them, someone that you may not have heard from in a while. They may be struggling, and just to hear from you may be just amazing. You know, if you're walking down the sidewalk and you see someone who's living on the street, a homeless person, you know, offer them a cup of coffee or something to warm them up. Say hi. So I really want you to just give back to somebody. It could be someone in your soul tribe, someone in your family, you know, just to raise everybody's vibrations and do a good deed. Now, if you want to, put it in the comments box below, and I will read all the comments and go through them. I'll be drawn to one of them. But if you want to be like an anonymous person who does a good deed, because, you know, sometimes we just don't want to shout about it, you know, we just like do the good deed, keep it to ourselves, and you know, just put the word love in the box and I will see that. So you've done your good deed, and you know, you don't need to shout about it. I know that you're a good soul anyway, so just put it out there, okay? And I'll choose 2 people to win that reading. Thank you so much, my beautiful Libra. Love and light.